What's going on, guys? Oh my god. Welcome. Hi. It's it's your boy Veladis. What a day. Let's turn off the music real fast. There's a lot of important things that we got to talk about today. One being, my video's fucked. I have to rewrite my entire script now. I finished it yesterday and it was great, but now I have to add in a whole bunch of shit that just happened today. But it didn't just happen today. This has been happening secretly for a couple of days now. But in my opinion, I think, and I'll just say this right off rip, I don't think we'll need to wipe. I think depending on where you are, if you're on Resna, I think there could be some, once they investigate and once they go in and see where it all started, I think it's going to be a bunch of permabanning accounts. I think it's going to be potentially some rollbacks of certain people's accounts, or even just taking away gear items. Someone in my chat was saying yesterday that he thought that the Protector's Pride was being duped, but he had no proof. Well, now we are clearly seeing that there's something going on, regarding duping, right? We see these Chinese gold farmers that are literally having these legendary crates going back and forth from Avian Zen to Brymore Farms in the Riverlands. And I feel there's definitely something afoot, in that way. And it wouldn't surprise me if they were duplicating that mount, because that mount literally spawns off of one mob and the drop rate is really fucking low. Like, it's really low. And yet I see a bunch of fucking people on Shoal with that mount. How? Well, clearly we know there's something fishy going on. And Cyber, what's going on? Happy New Year, brother, to you, man. Hope you've been doing well. Let me see, all dupers, permaban, account wipe, and IP ban. I'm down for that. I mean, we need to do something like that. What mount are we talking about? I'm talking about the Protector's Pride. It's the purple lion mount. It's the fastest mount in the game. It's 175% speed mount. But that mount is, again, it's very, very rare. It drops off of one mob in church, and the fact that there's so many people on my server with it, like I see so many people with that particular mount, it begs the question, was that mount sold legitly, or was it a duped mount, right? And so I think, hopefully, because again, the people at Intrepid aren't back at work yet, right? They don't come back to work until Monday. So it's, of course, this weekend, and then Monday they'll be back. So I'm hoping that Steven and the rest of the skeleton crew this weekend can kind of go in and investigate, see, what was going on, find all the accounts affected, like the main ones that were doing the duplication and everything, and like get them out of there. And find out, like, how are they doing it, right? So this is my thing. Church and the 7 stars. Yeah, that's what I mean. Fishy as much in your player fish. Yeah, for sure. I got fish on the brain, man. I got fish on the brain. You see that mount has 24% drop if you're the correct level. And most people aren't the correct level. To me, there's, again, I find it to be very odd that mount is just, and again, it could be legit. It could be, but it begs the question of how many people have that mount. And, we've been having a lot of, the Chinese fishing bots, which is the majority of what my video is going to be about. Now we got these, Chinese crate runners that have legendary crates on them. And, the one thing that I hope, right? So, Muggsy from the GM of Polar, put out some footage of like these people, and they were basically killing them and going corrupt. and looking at their crates and discovering that these were like legendary crates that these people were hauling from, you know, one point to another. You know, I would hope that, you know, Polar is killing and going corrupt on these people and not doing anything with those crates, right? Like, do you think Polar would actually get those crates and then just delete them and be like, well, guys, like, we found these, you know, Chinese dupe farmers, like, we got to be the bastions of our community and not do anything with them. Like, I hope that's the case, but something tells me that's probably not happening. So I really hope it is. Like I said, I'll give Muggsy and, you know, the benefit of the doubt, but I really hope that, that they're not also taking part, in that as well. One thing I will say, Polar, Polar would do the honest thing. Come on, Polar, as a battle rap. Yeah. Hey, you know, I think when it comes to like all these dupes and stuff like that, like when it was like the add-on, when it was like all this stuff, right? It always begs the question of like, if Polar knew how to dupe, of like what, because I feel like the reason why it's so out of control right now, or why like people are putting it out there, is because they don't know how to do it, right? And this is the shitty thing, like when it comes to having a bad reputation, is like, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if Polar knew how to do this dupe, would they have released information on like to the public, or say like, hey, like there's a dupe going on, we know how to do it? Or would everything just be silent and we would go weeks of shit just getting bad and bad and bad, and then finally like a month later, like, oh yeah, there was a dupe going on, you know, way after the fact? Like, I don't know, like the whole altruism of it, like, is what kind of gets me a little. See, in a perfect world, yeah, but we are human, greed takes over. Why would they grab it, is my question. Well, they grabbed it just to see like what's, you know, like, well, what rarity is this, you know what I mean? Like, because you see all these like bots and stuff like that, and you kind of wonder like, well, how much stuff do they actually have on them, you know what I mean? But again, because that crate, that legendary crate, is actually, in my opinion, not real, right? It's a dupe, right? There's no fucking way, in my mind, with legendaries being as legendary as they are right now, there is no fucking way you're going to have 3 legendary crates and then haul back another 3 legendary crates. Like, there's just no fucking way. And if you're going to do that, you ain't going to go to freaking Avian Zen to Briarmore Farms. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that is not what you would do if you even had 1 or 2 legendary crates to run, you know? So it something just screams not right, you know? Is that a T3 mule? It is. So to kind of give you all a little TLDR today, I am broke again. I had yesterday when I ended stream, I had about 14.5 gold, and then I ended up having 16 gold when I was playing a little bit today before stream, and I was able to do a couple of things. One, I finally got my processing. I got my metalworking to journeyman, so I did that. So I'm finally journeyman there. I was able to get the tier 3 crate mule, and I was able to get, at a pretty good deal, a terror bird. Someone on my server sold me one for 10 gold. So I basically spent 5 gold on this thing and 10 gold on the bird. And so I feel, and I was trying to buy a broodling actually, but no one was selling a broodling for like 8 gold or anything like that. So, is there really more dupes? Yes, there really is. There really is. I told you how to make gold. No, yeah. And like I said, like once, well, I don't want to do it on stream. I don't want to explain, but yeah, once the things that start happening the way you said to happen, I will do those things. It's just, there's not really a lot of those things in process right now, if that makes sense. I'm being very vague so people don't catch on. Let me see. Did you end up using those freshwater chums I gave you the other day? I made them thinking it would boost my kicking, but it did not. So I still have them. I still have the two freshwater chums that you gave me and the two saltwater. But every time I've ever gone, I've never been the first one there. I'm always like late to that party. So so yeah, like I haven't been able to even chum when I go there because everyone gets there before me and it's already chum. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just save my chum. I wish there was like something to where you can chum an area like multiple times and that gives you like, you know, maybe some kind of a multiplier or like, you know, something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like the fact that you only need to do the chum once seems like a little weird, you know what I mean? But, you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I want to farm brine barrel to do the pop-up trades. Nice. That's 193 fish. Oh shit. Yeah. No, I love it. That you have a secret or method to the gold. I love the competition. Once it's how on YouTube it ruins it. No, absolutely. And like I said, one of the people that's in chat right now, he literally like messaged me on Discord and gave me a really good tip on how to make some very lucrative gold. And it's a legit method. And I didn't know that. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll have to probably do that. Whoa, someone died. Globo Gym. Wow. Someone died with epic stuff on them. Let's go over here. But yeah, I wanted to buy a mount for sure. Like I was like, look, I got to buy a mount. I know I had to do that. And I was like, I really need, because I'm constantly doing the sports fishing for fresh water. And I'm like, I want to get the new mount because that speed is going to make me make more gold. Like if I can potentially, you know, get here faster, go back, you know, faster, like that's going to help me, you know, make more gold, get more fish. So I was like, fuck it. Yeah. But the next thing I want to buy now is a shoal skipper. Like that's my next little project. So I'm thinking right now, I want to get 38. I could have probably just put my mount in here. 41. Oh, shit. Hate this thing so much. All right, there we go. I want to get the shoal skipper. 43, nice. And once I get the shoal skipper, I'll have all the mounts that I want. And then I want to start making 4 journeyman bags. I want to make 2 mining bags and 2 lumberjacking bags. and that's the next thing I want to do. Because I was thinking, well, maybe I should just finish doing my extra storage space. But actually, I think I'm pretty good on storage right now. So I figured, you know what, with these little bit of a smaller project of making the bags and getting the shoal skipper, because I believe I can probably find someone selling a shoal skipper for, I don't know, maybe 5 gold or something like that. Like, I don't know how much they are. I don't know. You can never have enough storage. No, I know. I'm going to get it. Like, it's just, I feel like I want to prioritize some of the other things first. So I'm gonna try to head back over there. I think it's gonna be over by the time I get there, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the one thing, again, I love about this game is the fact that like I have to literally have a min-max end game mentality at level 16. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of nuts, you know, like I really do love it. Like, because, you know, honestly, it's so brain dead in most MMOs where, you know, you don't really have to give much thought. Just continue questing. Just do all the things, right? Like, and I feel like it's in Ashes. It's just, it's not really that, you know, like there's so much more you can be doing. Devs need to fix Merilith on Verra. I want my 2 other slots and build 6 more buildings. Oh, is there shit happening right now in Verra? What's going on? Did you see the Discord photo I sent you the other day? I logged in outside of Jova and double fishing spots. Yeah, that happened to me too, Cyber. Dude, here in the south, it yesterday, like you can, like if you watch my stream cyber yesterday, we were literally here for like almost 3 hours. It was back to back to back. Like it was insane. That was another reason why I went from like having a gold and some yesterday to having almost 15 gold. It's because I kept doing the freaking, oh, I only have 3 lures. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Do you also get adventuring XP when you do sports fishing? Yes, you do, but it's so minimal. To me, I feel like sports fishing needs to give you way more fishing experience and way more adventuring experiments because it's, it's limited. You know what I mean? Douglas, dude, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube, brother. Thank you. I hope you've been enjoying the stream, man. So yeah, like it's one of those things that, work in progress, right? Number tuning, I think will be fine. But, oh my God, someone's selling legendary tin for 4 gold. I got 2 legendary tin. Man, if I can sell those 2 legendary tin, that's 8 gold right there. That could either get me my shoal skipper and maybe 2 bags. But I want to make my bags. Like the carpentry bags. Is that what we can make now? Can we make carpentry bags? It's like German mining. I already got the ash board. I can process this. All I need is bluebell thread. If I can find some common bluebell thread, like hell yeah. Like I can just have some journeyman carpentry person make it for me. Because I literally have all those mats. I just need to go to New Ayla and process the braidwood into timber. And that's it. So I just got to process, what, 4 braidwood? That's nothing. I can do that no problem. God, I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. So one thing I don't like, I wish if you were sports fishing at an event, like I wish you can kind of track it. You know what I'm saying? Like now that you're actively fishing there, you can have like the timer like on your quest thing or something. So you can at least see like, is it worth trying to trek back? You know, because it's like, I don't remember the timer. I know it was low, but like, I don't know if it's like over now completely. You know, it's one of those things. Damn, I haven't played Ashes, haven't had time, especially since playing other games lately. Well, I don't really think you're missing too much right now. Like, I mean, early access has been fun for sure. I've been having a shit ton of fun, but there's still so much fixing and shit that needs doing. You know what I mean? So like, don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Like I said, right now they just discovered some major dupes. Oh, did it fucking end? See, I really hate this fishing spot because it's like, it literally, I pass by it on the shore over here and it doesn't pop up. Like I literally have to swim out. Yeah, it looks like it's over. Fuck. See, someone's selling a legendary or an epic lumberjacking bag. Stack size 63. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. My apprentice has 63. Like for mining. Wants to sell Terrorboard for 65 gold. I think he forgot to put like a period in between there. That's nuts. 63 plus the basic. Oh, so 83. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? There's no way. It was like, it has to have a higher stack size than that. All right, so now we got those things out of the way. So I got about what? Almost 3 gold. That's not going to be enough. Oh, wrong fucking mount. Trying to think, because what I can do is start heading to New Ayla. I just hate processing stuff when I have very little gold because it's like, I know it's all going to be drained so quickly. So Let me see, more dupes. Yes, more dupes. We don't know. At least there's certain people, certain guilds, major guilds that don't know how to do them. But there are the Chinese gold botters and sellers that are doing something very shady going on and are having crates that are here. You know what? Like, let me find like a spot to like log out and we can look at, we'll look at something right now on Twitter. Do that fast. Let's go here. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Let's go here. So this is the Ashes news and updates. It's like they're called Ashes moments. So allegedly dupe exploit found. Major dupe has allegedly been ravaging the Ashes of Creation early access realms, creating a sudden influx of gold and resources. Legendary crates and gear are rampant. This thread will continue to stay updated as new information comes out. So this right here just shows you the context. So before we watch this video real fast, it says Chinese gold sellers are already common, but they have figured out a way to create legendary crates and run them between Briarmore Farm and Avian End. The most likely way they can reliably create these legendary crates is through some sort of resource dupe. So this is the clip right here.
God, there's 30 crates on me.
Where?
Fucking cookhouse area. They're all heroic.
What town?
Yes, where you upgrade to fishing.
Okay.
In Halcyon or the farm?
Tamiya's?
Hold on, Avon's End, or the Avon's End one.
Who are they?
I wonder why that polar guy took out his
like
mule.
10 people picking them all up.
Dupe? Why are they on the ground?
The server worker crashed. Everybody crashed. I got 3 of them.
Keep stacking.
I don't have enough. Or I don't have any more.
Isn't there a storage?
Oh, legendary crate!
Storage.
What?
No shot.
Oh, it's crate of fresh vegetables. Fuck. But still,
What
legendary.
the fuck is that?
Turns in market commodity vendor, artisan commodity vendor rewards legendary copper. What?
What?
Wait.
It's a bunch of Chinese people.
Oh,
Ztong
God.
and Divinity.
Did you just get like a?
So there's that. Here, hold on, roll
God,
fast.
there's 30 crates on me.
Let me just pull this real quick. Jibs, what's going on, brother? So yeah, so there's that video right there. And then another reason for this possible dupe is the large amount of epic / legendary Rosarium gear. Rosarium gear requires otter leather, which means high rarity otter carcasses are required for epic and / legendary. Due to the extreme rarity of these carcasses, this is nearly impossible. So then you see people over here with like Rosarium gear, and you see their fortitude is almost at 24%, which is literally insane. Like you need to be in full epics basically to have something like that. However, there are some players discovering more and more players with these epic / legendary Rosarium gear. The fortitude buff scales with the rarity of the equipped gear, with 24% being the extreme high end. Even more curious are casters wearing physical gear. And then we have this little gem with gold sellers constantly running 3 to 4 gold short distance Lego crates, and the presence of epic / legendary Rosarium gear is alleged that some sort of dupe has been found and is being exploited. Intrepid is currently running minimal staff over the holidays, so no response yet. So here's this video.
To the other guy.
Is it the same video, or are they going?
I'm gonna DM him.
Are they trading materials right now to the other guy? Yep, I guarantee you that's just what happened.
Yeah. But,
look how fast that guy's moving. Look at what is that?
Oh, he's fucked. Wait, did he fly?
No.
No. I just have a good spot. His man's gonna die. His man's gonna die here.
Yep, 100%. Yep. I fucking knew it.
I'm gonna DM him.
Are they trading materials?
Yep. So you saw was another legendary right there. And it says, do you think we should do a full realm wipe, or do you think they should track down the gold buyers and exploiters and completely wipe their accounts? Should harsh penalties be applied during early access, or is warning enough? No, I think honestly, like with this kind of exploitation, a warning isn't even anything. Like the warning is, hey, we just permabanned a bunch of accounts. Don't do this shit. That is the warning, right? But giving a warning to the people who've literally abused this for days now, that's not anything that Intrepid should do. I don't think a warning of anything. Personally, I think if you are also going corrupt and killing these people and turning in their duped crates, I think those people should also be equally as punished. Because if you know the severity of what they're doing and you're literally taking part in it, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be upset at these Chinese gold farmers or sellers for doing these exploits, but then you want to go corrupt and kill them, and then also turn in their exploited materials for your own gain. Like, to me, that's almost just as guilty as they are at that point. It's, you know, like if you know you're killing someone that is actually a botter, like you're killing some, you know, Chinese gold farmer and not some person from some guild, you know, come on. I mean, like, what are we doing here? Like for me, like I would, if I was encountering that, like I would literally just delete it. Like, yes, okay, it's a legendary crate. Who gives a shit? It's literally alpha. All this progress literally is meaningless. It's utter, like it's so meaningless, because with anything, Intrepid or Steven could actually tomorrow be like, hey, we're wiping all servers. We're going to start all over. And then what was all your hard work for anyway? Nothing. Literally nothing. So, I mean, just do what should be done. Do the right thing. If you're finding these people, they're going corrupt or whatever, kill them. Whatever you want to do, fine. But taking their stuff and then turning it in to make gold yourself, like, isn't you being a hero either. Hey, killing them is at least 50%. That's pretty high percentage for Polar. Well, that's what I mean, right? But they're not doing it for altruistic reasons, in my mind. Like, they're doing it to get their stuff because they know that they're having high-end crates, and then they can turn them in. And I hope that's not what they're doing. Like, again, I don't have the proof. I don't see them going and turning it in themselves, but I hope that those people are deleting those crates. Like, I hope that's what's happening. That's not a dupe. You can just buy those for 16 silver in the starter area, and they're like new player crates if you read the name. Well, the thing is that those crates were legendary. They're not common crates. So clearly there's something going on, and the Chinese people are doing something that is abusing the game and its systems. Finding them now is better than after release. 100% Master Chief. Like I said, like, and this is why I'm grateful for people or even the Chinese gold sellers being here, because they find these things. And my thing is that, like, I'm all for finding them, but the Chinese botters and those people, their whole agenda isn't to make Ashes better. Their agenda is to make money on their RMT sites. That is their goal. Ashes is just the mediator. It's just the thing they do to make the money, right? So they don't really give a shit if, you know, Ashes is successful or isn't successful or whatever. But just like any other MMO, once you start seeing the rampant RMT or the spamming of websites or, you know, botting, and you don't want to play a game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a huge turnoff to so many people that are legit gamers that when they do encounter that in an MMO, they are like, I don't know, should I really invest my time in this? This looks like a botting game. You know what I mean? Like, and many MMOs have suffered because of that. Lost Ark being a very fucking good example of the amount of botting and bullshit that happened in that game. And literally, like, I remember Asmongold was covering this, like there was like 300,000 players playing Lost Ark. And then as soon as they started eliminating all of the botters, it literally went down to like 25,000 players on Steam. So many of them were freaking botters. So I don't know, man. Like it to me is just half the Steam people will quit. Oh, 100%, like 100%. This is what I was worried about. I think honestly, like Steven and the team have a really good opportunity to be heavy-handed, you know, because again, it's like these people, you know, the Chinese RMTers, you know, they're just doing what they always do. They go to an MMO that has interest and everything like that. And believe me, if Ashes of Creation had zero interest, like, can I honestly go to like G2G and buy gold for PAX Day? You know, I honestly don't know. But to me, PAX Day doesn't even have the kind of interest that those RMTers would even probably play that game to then sell gold on. Like, can I go on G2G and buy gold for Quinfall? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? So they only go where there is a community and where there is interest and money. And because Ashes is that kind of 35-year-old plus MMO, there's a lot of money here. You know what I mean? And they know that. And there's also a lot of competition here. And competition breeds that if I can just get that a little extra gold, I can buy that piece of gear to fuck those players over. And they're expecting that. They're thriving on that. Volume players is required for botters. Yeah, exactly. Like you need a good community in order for the botters, the RMTers, to justify their time in botting or, you know, playing the game to then sell money back to the players, right? Like, you know, I can guarantee you they're not going and playing Mortal Online 2 to sell to that community. You know what I'm saying? Like it's they're only going to the games that have like huge communities. And believe me, the fact that we've had like almost 30,000 people constantly since early access launched, like that's pretty damn good. Like honestly, I was legitimately expecting numbers to dip after the first week. I was expecting like week on week, we would be losing like a couple of thousand every week. Like I thought by now we would be at like 12,000, maybe 10,000 players like concurrently online. And we're not. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because again, like people always say like after a first month, like that's when shit starts going down. And the fact that we've been pretty damn consistent, that's a lot of staying power for this community, in my opinion. Let me see. New World had terrible gold selling and Amazon never banned a single person. Dude, honestly, when I was looking into it, I saw a lot of the botters from fishing in New World because they had like these color detection things or whatever for like their Python scripts where they can legitimately fish and do the whole mini game. And again, New World doesn't have AFK fishing like Ashes does. Like New World actually had things where you have to click and reel and do shit like that. And they even had botting in that game where you had a mini game to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's wild. Let me see. And most companies don't aggressively go after the botters. When there is no monthly sub, there is no financial incentivization for devs to go after the botters and sellers. Well, again, I kind of hope with Steven, because my thing is that you'll actually get more money by banning them, because then if it is as lucrative for them to continue to play Ashes and sell gold, they'll have to buy another account. You keep banning them, they'll keep buying, which keeps a pretty good stream of revenue for Intrepid, right? It's always going to be a cat and mouse game. Like, again, I think it's a fallacy. It is a pipe dream to think you're going to play a successful MMO or an MMO that is even like semi-successful and think that there will never be botting or there will never be people attempting to bot or try to sell or RMT in that game. It is always going to happen. The thing is that there are some games that have it way more rampant than it should be. And I would think that if you're in a 1% or less variance, right? So 99% of your players are actual players, like actual people, and less than 1% are like botters or people using Python scripts and programs and macros and all this other stuff. I think that's pretty damn good in the grand scheme of things. Because if you look at the history of like MMORPGs and botting, I have, because I've been making a video and I've been doing research, it's fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible, man. I can tell you the variance was definitely not under 1% for any of those games. Like, it's fucking wild. Let me see. A bot problem is suffering from success. Absolutely, dude. Macros for the win. Let me see. Now, yes, if on release with only a sub fee, no, the botter's revenue break even is lower, not higher. Yeah, well, like I said, I think they still need to set a message, because you are right that a lot of these big AAA companies never did shit about botting until like it was just too much from the players, right? The players were bitching and complaining. But I mean, honestly, look at New World, or I'm not sorry, New World, BDO. BDO had a huge, oh my God, it was huge. It was probably just as big as Lost Ark when it came to botting. Like, and I remember playing Lost Ark when it came out here in the States, and bro, just the amount of people I would see like botting around in that game was nutty. But I mean, I'm pretty sure any old school BDO player, if you've been playing BDO for a while, like you remember the old school bot farms, like people like AFK fishing in that game. Like I tried to find footage for my video, but apparently Pearl Abyss like literally banned or like asked, or basically like, I don't know if they did strikes, but you literally can't find a fucking BDO video prior to 2018. You can't. If that video contained the phishing bots, anything that had phishing bots, I dare you, go to YouTube and find me a fucking phishing bot video from BDO before 2018, before they did their major phishing patch. You won't fucking find it. Let me see. Crazy how we're talking about Polar doing the duping yesterday to now exposing the duping. Yeah, right. Well, and again, I feel like with Polar, right? Like, and this is the thing with, again, having a bad reputation. Do you honestly think that if they discovered the dupes themselves, they would have been as transparent as they are right now? Like, just think about that for a second. Let me see. And the $50 is gone. Botting may get worse. Well, like I said, they have to do something now to the RMTers. Like they have to. Has Polar finally seen the light? Maybe. I hope so, man. Like that's the thing about reputation, is like whenever you have such a bad reputation, like it's hard to ever give those people the benefit of the doubt. It's just hard, because it's like once you're labeled a liar, it's like the boy who cried wolf. They might be right this time, but you've literally lied and said shit in the past that wasn't true, right? And it's hard to, like, without proof, to verify your truth. And I think that's what always sucks, right? Because people fuck up. Like, I get that. Like, I fuck up, you know, but I don't feel like I have a reputation of fucking up like all the time or lying all the time. Let me see. The bots in Brimer alone was insane today. Dozens, if not hundreds, fishing, spawn camping mobs, etc. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking wild. Who's this? Polar Guild is heard. They're doing a bunch of glitches. Yeah, so Polar is just one of the major guilds in Ashes. They've been around since phase 1. Or was it phase 2? No, phase 2 is when Polar came in. So, yeah, they just been around for a while. Let me see. Star Citizen did nothing to stop duping, and now they're going to wipe everyone's progress because of cheaters. Not going to log back until the game is released. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So Star Citizen is going to do like a full wipe right now? Like I don't follow Star Citizen, so I really don't know. But that's kind of wild, because I'm my guild leader actually, and a couple of our guildies have been playing Star Citizen for a couple of years now. So that's kind of interesting. Polar, a pro exploit, pro aggressive PvP asshole guild. Yeah, I mean, they're very competitive, and most competitive guilds are always like an all means necessary kind of approach, right? Like anything they can do to get ahead, they will do it. And that includes cheating, because if you're not cheating, then your competitors are. That's how they think, right? But who gives a shit? Like, now to me isn't the time to do this shit. Like it's all fugazi. It's all just vapor. This is all just for our imaginations and our tickling of our brains for now. Launch isn't going to happen for 2 more years, potentially. So I just don't really see the need to prove anything in an alpha. Like what are we doing? Let me see. To be honest, I don't know if that's where the name came from. Or the name polarization. It makes sense. It's in the name. Yeah, polarization. Probably. I don't know if that's where the name came from, but that's it. A bad reputation is easier to monetize. Potentially. And we see this is a whale PvP game. Star Citizen. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, isn't one of the a couple of the ships that you can buy for Star Citizen like $20,000 or something like that? Like honestly, like again, I don't play Star Citizen. I've never followed Star Citizen. Star Citizen is not the kind of game that I would ever play personally, because I play MMORPGs, and I know people like to tell me that Star Citizen is an MMORPG, but to me an MMORPG is, you know, you have classes, you have weapons, you have abilities. You know, this is to me like Eve. Like I don't really consider Eve an MMORPG because it's not the typical, I would say the typical MMORPG. So because it's not the typical MMORPG, I did those, and honestly, space stuff just had never interested me. I was never really a space person. So there's all that when it comes to the duping stuff. So I hope that Intrepid and Steven and they can figure out like what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, but it's going to be a lot of work. I can tell you that. You see, it's double-edged sword. We need folks to find the exploits, but those that go looking for them tend to abuse it when found. Oh, absolutely. And again, like I want exploits to be found. What people don't want is the abusement of them, you know, 100%. Randiesel, dude, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the follow. Hope you've been having a good time, having a good day. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. It's well known that SC is a very temporary economy. There's virtually no gold sinks. The wipes are intentional and planned at the moment. Oh, okay. Like I said, again, I'm not a Star Citizen person. I don't know, but you know, I'll take your word for it. I know there's still a lot they're trying to do in Star Citizen. Oh man, please have some good tin. I really need tin. I need like green or higher tin. My life for some tin. It's just like, why would you do this to me? Okay. See, they have to start banning accounts. They do. They have to. Like and again, I don't know why Steven, you know, in the beginning, because I remember when they released numbers of like the accounts they banned, and I remember seeing like only 3 account bans, and I'm like, 3 account bans? And most all of them were just suspensions. I'm like, suspensions aren't a ban. They're a suspension. That's just like a go away for now and come back later. That's not a fucking ban. And I hate when people call those things a ban. You're not banned, you're suspended. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just, I guess like because of how jaded I am from like the World of Warcraft community, I want shit to be, I want it to be feared in this community, in this game. Like if you fuck up, like you're gone. Like you're just gone. Like if you want to buy a whole other account, then go right ahead, but you're basically going to be gone. You see Shoal seems like the best over. Dude, it is, dude. Honestly, Shoal has been a fucking treat to play on. It really has. I feel like it gives me reminiscent of like Verra in phase 1, because Verra was another great server when phase 1 started. Just the community and how it evolved, and all of the toxic guilds weren't on Verra. It was just great. It was just really good. Let me see. That wasn't me hating, by the way, just providing context of sources. No, yeah, no, I didn't consider it hating or anything like that. It just, again, I don't know. So context I appreciate for sure. No, you're good, man. Let me see. My guild was a major warring guild in New World West, and if player got caught cheating, I'd ban them from the company. Big PvP guilds still have morals. I hope so, dude. And again, our guild too. Like we don't tolerate any kind of cheating. Like if we have any kind of a whiff or proof that one of our guildies is like even buying gold, we boot them. Like we don't deal with that shit. Like we're all here just trying to play the game legitimately. And if you're trying to do extra steps or artificial steps to get ahead, like, we just don't want you. Like, you're not a fit for us, because that's just not the kind of mentality of players that we want to attract in our guild. And, you know, there's just other guilds that don't have that mentality, because they have the mentality just like they do, right? Oh, you want to buy gold? We're all buying gold here, so come and join our guild, right? Like, that's just not what the kind of culture we want to cultivate. Why would they ban people are finding exploits on Verra? I think the reason why is because they're abusing the exploits. Like, it's fine, like, you find them, right? I don't think the conversation has never been about finding the exploit. The conversation has always been about abusing them, because, you know, since day one of Alpha 2, Intrepid and Steven has begged players, if you find bugs or dupes or things, please report it to us and don't do it. Like, don't duplicate them over and over and over. Like, duplicate them once or twice for like testing purposes, delete the thing, and then don't do it. And players don't do that. That's the reasoning why, is because if you aren't going to be honest with them, right, and you're going to go and abuse it in a test, then how much more likely would it be if you manage to find something during the live launch of this game? You're probably going to be even more tempted to do something then, because now shit's actually on the line. This isn't just a test anymore. This is the actual launch. And having those kind of players then is just more dangerous than it is having them now. So, how's Fighter and PvP? Is it fun? Dude, Fighter is fun to me in general, but I know when it comes to melee and PvP, melee is just very different, because you're constantly like going in and out, and you're mostly playing at range, which kind of sucks. But depending on how big or small the scale is, like, that's where the real conversation is. Like, if it's small scale, big scale, fighters, I think, tend to do better in small scale PvP. Large scale PvP, melee in general just get kind of screwed. Like, except, well, rogues, I think, have more tools and shit. From what they are saying, they are setting UO here to power level their guilds. Interesting. Swear to God, we had the same conversation word by word last year. Yeah. Literally 12 months ago. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's always how it works. In Maya Stevens' leniency on abusers tells me he sees the possible money loss from banning them. Meanwhile, he doesn't see the players that quit because of it. I disagree. There's actually more money, because there's literally people that have bought second accounts for Ashes of Creation. And there's so many players here that if they were banned, like, I can guarantee you, if, you know, let's say they banned people from Polar, you honestly don't, like, do you honestly think that they're just gonna go? Like let's really think about this for a second, right? If they were banned, would they just be like, all right, guys, like, Ashes of Creation, we can't play anymore, we're banned? I don't know about that, man. So, I mean, I do agree with you. I think there are more people that actually quit because, oh, you're just going to be as lenient as all these other AAA games. Like, fuck that, right? And some people will do that and not want to waste their time. But where are they going to go? They're going to go to another MMO that's also equally as lenient. Like, you mean to tell me that World of Warcraft is super hardcore on banning people? Or like Final Fantasy 14? You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these companies now are fucking lenient as shit. Like, it's crazy. So it's like, again, I understand the whole moral argument, but if you want to have this moral argument, then where are you going to plant your next MMO flag at? Some other company that's also doing shit just as lenient. So, I mean, it kind of is what it is. I think he keeps exploiters because they are good at finding the exploits. No, I agree. And we should keep people that are finding these things. But the question is, should we keep those same people that are also finding them and abusing them? Like, that's the real question, right? That's the real dilemma. I think range is too powerful. Maybe I'm old school, but I would like only range characters should only be ranged. Same with melee. Only exception would be warrior and ranger, where they can swap and only melee or ranged. Yeah, I think there's definitely a discussion to be had when it comes to, you know, the whole like melee debate. There's a lot of shit they need to tune. That's for damn sure. They play their $100, $50 accounts, save their $250 and $500 for live. Probably. I mean, that's very smart. There is backend tracking for Steam accounts that helps to find who are using the second, third, and fourth accounts. Really? Well, and again, if you, because doesn't Steam have a ban? Like if you're banned on Steam, like how does that work? Do you just create a whole new email? Like how, like, I don't know. Like, again, I've never been banned on Steam, but I'm curious to see how that works. Let me see, I probably shouldn't admit this, but 20 years ago, I ran the biggest supplier to IGE in the WoW RMT scene. Bans were just a line item, didn't do much to stop us. Just changed how we operated. I don't think there's an easy answer. No, I know. Dude, the whole cartel of, you know, what is it? The Gallywix, like cartel basically of like RMT and WoW. It's so huge. It's literally a multi-million-dollar industry. People don't realize how insane RMT is in just games, like in live service games. It's a fucking money maker, dude. It's crazy. Zyback brother, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, man. No MMO is, I hope Ashes is though. Well, again, I just feel like there's these people that have like Intrepid failed my purity test. Like, so I'm not going to support them any longer. Okay, then what MMO is currently still within your purity test? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, dude, Bobby Kotick at Blizzard, like, are you, if you're a WoW player, I mean, how hypocritical is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to play Ashes because they're, you know, they're not banning people. So I'm going to go back to my main MMO, World of Warcraft. Wait, we're Bobby Kotick and people drinking breast milk in the, you know, refrigerator? Like, oh, that passes your moral purity test? Okay, cool. You know, like, to me, this is why, again, like, look, I understand we get upset and we get all in our all in our feels when Intrepid doesn't do the heavy thing. Because again, I've always advocated for the heavy thing. You go back and watch my interview with Steven in October of last year. That was the last question I asked him before we started to chill and talk about aliens, was about RMT and botting and being heavy handed towards those players. That is something I've always been about because I think it's important and I still believe it's important. Oh, it's way bigger than millions. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a multi-million dollar, like it's probably in the hundreds of millions at this point. I mean, it's fucking insane. The fucking EBC clowns, man. What a joke. I know, bro. I just saw, I was showing in my stream earlier, like the whole like Ashes Moments Twitter feed. Let me see. I dropped a spicy video. Ooh, did you? I've been streaming right now, so I don't know what's been happening on YouTube land. Well, for me personally, I don't play any MMO besides private servers with better bot detection. I mean, honestly, that's actually a good thing because honestly, I feel like a lot of these smaller private servers actually guard their communities way fucking better than any actual company does. It's kind of wild because again, they know the sanctity like of what they're trying to do there, right? Like they don't want botting and shit like that. They want actual real people within their community. Did you see the clip of the EBC clown rogue two-shotting me with 25% damage reduction? Just insane. No, I did not see that. I did not. You're enticing me, Zyback, to go and check out this shit. Stop it. Well, I did update their bot software, but I think people still do it. Well, again, doing the bot game is a constant cat and mouse game. That's it. Like you're going to put up a new software and then they're going to change their version of their bot thing to then surpass the new software. And it's just this, like, they're just going back and forth. Like, again, tell me a company that is literally completely 100% bot free. You know what I mean? Because I feel like whoever has created that ecosystem should sell that to other companies for millions, literally millions. But to be honest with you, I feel like there's always this kind of like jaded aspect of me that almost feels like that actually does exist. Like there is a legit foolproof way to not have any botting in your game, but maybe there's companies that do it for the sake of like money. Like I'm pretty sure like these AAA studios like have those analytics on their end to see like, well, if we eliminate botting completely, we'll lose like 3% of our revenue year on year. But if we keep them, we actually, you know, gain 3%. So it's like, are we really risking to lose 3% of our actual year-on-year revenue, you know, when the players really they're dealing with it. They're not happy about it, but they still like the game. They're still playing the game. Like, who gives a shit, right? Like, that's in my mind. I fucking have these conversations in my imaginary head with like imaginary people. It's like I could honestly see this shit actually like happening. I plan on rebuying a Warcraft sub today. It's Australian rainy season, so perfect vibes for it now. Nice, brother. Kind of off subject, but I hate getting XP debt at max level. Thoughts? I mean, you're max level. I mean, what are you? I mean, what'd be really funny is like once they go from like levels 25 to 30 and they release that, and you have like XP debt all the way to level 25 because you just didn't care. Now you got to pay it back. Like, well, dude, maybe you shouldn't have got XP debt. You know, that kind of thing. Let me see. Wipe win. The gear disparity is already cooked. Econ if inflated likes in 3 months instead of 3 weeks. I mean, I don't know, dude. Here on Shoal, like I said, I feel like Shoal's like a really good server. Proxy, I'm curious, what server are you playing on? I'm really curious to see what server you're playing on in Ashes. The first ever anti-bot in WoW was a rock. That's funny. See, the problem, the more a company eliminates botting, the more profitable it is for a botter to enter the economy to RMT. I could see that. I can definitely see that. XP debt weakens you. Yeah, it does. Let me see, because there's also, again, there's other things that happen. There's like the stat dampening. There's like other things than just the XP debt that's occurring on your paper doll. You see, the only popular MMOs have RMT, so Ashes will be fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's going to be a constant cat and mouse game for sure. To be honest with you, it's not really the botting that truly upsets me. It's the exploiting and dupes. Like, that to me destroys the economy, in my opinion, way faster than just the botting doing its thing most of the time. Like, that's still destructive, don't get me wrong, but one is way more destructive compared to the other, because one is destructive like over a longer period of time. Exploiting and duping, that is like skyrockets from one day to the next, and then everything's fucked, you know? So we'll see what happens. I don't know about devs deciding to keep botters, but there really isn't much that can be done to stop it effectively. It's not just a loss in sub revenue. It's millions in expense to keep anti-botting devs on the payroll. No, for sure. Like, it's, again, and this is why I think a lot of companies just said, fuck it. You know, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's literally probably one of the hardest things that they're going to have to do is the constant cat and mouse game of botting, multi-boxing, RMT, etc. Like, that's going to be the thing. You see, I'm saying the stat squish, is that going to be a thing at 50? The stat squish. So when it comes to dying, like, you're going to have penalties even at level 25 or even at level 50. There's still going to be XP debt at level 50. Steven has talked about that, of like how that's going to happen. Like, what's like, if you accumulate XP debt at max level, like how that harms you or whatever. So I think if you go to the wiki, I think you can be able to find something like that. Yeah, the dupes are the devil. They are 100%. I am on Shoal with you. We already have mass fishing exploiting on the ocean where they relog out and they get the best fish and it doesn't use the lure on top of the pack dupes. Yeah, I definitely heard of that. The whole whatchamacallit, like, if you log out while you're like a saltwater sports fishing and you don't get the fish you want, you just log out, log back in, try again. You don't risk your lure. I'm curious though, like, does that only work with the one fish? Because I hear that if you log out and your mule is there holding something, that the mule, when you log back in, disappears completely and losing your fish. Is that true? Or does your mule actually stay? Because I want to say that your mule disappears. I don't know. I mean, that'll be something to find out. Let me see. The sheer amount of raw gold into the game is crazy. No, it is. It 100% is. WoW tried to combat it with putting their own real money for gold by putting in the selling subs for gold. Well, that's why they put in the WoW token. Because it's like, if you can't beat them, then join them. Like, that's literally what fucking happened. They're like, look, we're kind of sick and tired of like having to deal with these like RMTers, and people are like doing it unsafely, or at least that was their reasoning of why they did it. No, they did it because they knew how much fucking money the RMTers make selling WoW gold. So it's like, why can't we get a piece of that money? Like, again, it's always financial gain, always financial gain. How's the current PvP? You're asking the wrong person, brother. This is not the PvP Ashes channel. Zyback can probably tell you how the PvP is. I mean, if he's still here listening. It would be interesting if level 50 and you gain a certain amount of XP debt. If you went corrupted, I think it would give incentive to either avoid dying that much or actually grinding XP to maintain no debt. Well, I think probably at level 50, we would have to call it something different, right? So instead of calling it like an XP debt, like we'd have to call it like something else. And maybe it changes like what occurs to you at max level, and the different debuffs that occur to you just occur differently because you are at max level. Like, and again, because we're not there yet, I haven't even really thought about it in that sense. But again, because there's so much, in my opinion, just way other bigger fish to fry than thinking about that particular thing. Let me see. Should watch the YouTube doc on WoW Gold selling in China. It's so depressing. No, I did. Asmongold watched it. I watched him watch it. So yeah, I seen it. I saw the whole Gallywix thing and the whole like mafia that goes on there. It's fucking wild, man. It is fucking wild. All right, so let me sell this shit. I need to see. First off, I need to see couple of things. Don't need salt. Oak. I gotta get bluebell thread. Need to get 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. One of my friends in guild, he's a Canadian. He says bags. And you can get a bag. I'm a Texan. I say bag, but he says bags. Bag. So I need 4 bluebell thread, 4 common bluebell thread. Ash boards I definitely have, and then the braidwood timber I need 4 of those. So let's go here. Okay. Oh, okay. So I got the 2 bluebell thread. I need to get 2 more. Where are all my? Oh my God, are they in Halcyon? Shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to transport all these boards. To make some more boards. Man, I can do epic bags. Epic bags. Make some epic bags. Let me see. Bluebells everywhere in Valdegrim. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Let me see. If you log out, spin your character 3 times, log back in, holding F4. Wait, what are you talking about? You're literally doing the thing I did yesterday when it came to like finding out a dupe. That's kind of wild. Let me see. It might be harsh and would be probably cut a lot of your revenue, but couldn't you just deny Chinese or Russian the high hacking and exploiting places from even playing your game? Obviously, still Chester's. But I assume a lot less. Well, because doesn't VPNs, like, isn't that a thing? Like, if you were to say, well, Ashes of Creation isn't in your region, well, then all they would need to do is just get a VPN and then do it. Because that's what people do here. Like when there's a Korean MMO that comes out that isn't available here in the States, like that's what they do. You know, like, I don't know if that would really do anything, to be honest with you. It would just create an extra step. I have a stupid question. Ask away, brother. You came in now. That's where you came into the right YouTube channel, or the right Twitch channel. What is your question, brother? I think I'm gonna go. So I only have 5. Okay, so let me do this. Put the Weeping Willow. It's there. Oh, that's Western Larch. That there. Or wait, put that there. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Let me see. A lot of people region ban a lot of games. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you can region ban, but I feel like VPNs just get around region bans. Because like right now, if I want to watch Netflix in Australia, like I just got to go into a VPN, ping to Australia, and there I go. I thought there was a VPN blocker. I thought it was worth the thought. Well, but that's what VPNs are for. They're pinging, like you're no longer pinging anymore in the States. Like you're now pinging in Australia. That's what the VPN does. It kind of like tricks the IP into thinking, oh, you're not in the States anymore. Now you're in Australia. So let me show you Netflix in Australia, you know, or I mean, again, that's how SFan downloaded the Chinese WoW client or whatever. Or, you know, when Canon was playing Lost Ark in Russia, you know what I mean? Because they used VPNs. Region Band does nothing. We had purchased private IPs and VPNs all over WoW counts, and we had thousands. That's what I mean. Like, it just adds an extra step, but I don't think it would really do much. Certifications, say it's green. I need all green mats for it, or can I mix in some different quality if that makes sense? No, yes, you definitely can. You can, everything regarding the crate has a rarity weight to it. So like, as an example, if you were to put, you know, everything common, but let's say the certification, you have a heroic certification, but everything else is common, it'll probably be an uncommon crate, right? So you don't have to keep it all one rarity. Like you can definitely mix and match, and mixing and matching, it'll tell you like what rarity it is depending on what you put into it. It'll let you know before you actually hit the button. So yeah, you can definitely play with it. I would definitely play with it if you can. Okay, well, let me put this in the cooker. I'm going to put the uncommon one because fuck it. Why not, right? We'll put the uncommon one and we'll do 4 into timber. And then I need to come over here because the person, hopefully it's fixed. I was told earlier today that it's actually fixed now, where I can do braidwood timber now. Hold on. I want to see braidwood timber, not Bane oil. Okay. It's still broken. Perfect. People told me that it wasn't broken anymore. Like, how come I can't buy it? It's so dumb. Damn, 35 silver for 1? Jesus. Okay. That's crazy. Thank you, brother. No problem, man. They duped it. Right? I mean, how is it? That's so dumb. They said it was fixed. Like, why can I not buy it? That's really aggravating. I came all the way over here. That's not even a thing on that vendor. I wonder if it's potentially not the carpentry vendor, but if it's the weaving vendor. Like, I wonder if that's what it is. I'm getting a few spoils from logging tonight, but only have a starter axe and bags and 0 gathering spoils. Interesting. I wonder if maybe you're getting spoils because your node or citizen ZOI buff is active and there's spoils on there. That's because, again, you have to understand you're getting citizenship buffs from it as well. So, you know, try the other station area. We had issues and one worked and one didn't. Like, you mean the apprentice one, or where? Like, maybe I should go to the actual person here. See, he doesn't even sell it. Oh, there's a whole other station. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a whole other station. So there's one station over here. Okay. I was not aware of that. I didn't think we had 2 wood shops. So I was like, is that even necessary? Why do we have 2 wood shops? I guess it makes sense. Most towns do 2-1 for carp, 1 for milling. Ah, okay. 1 for carpentry, 1 for milling. Got it. All right, so what am I doing wrong? Oh my god. Like, this is really annoying. It's just, it's not, it doesn't love me. It's like, no, Vladis, you're not going to do anything with braidwood. You're just not. Just stop. Stop. Other station? Mag, I was just at the other station and it wouldn't sell it to me either. It's kind of wild. Let me go back. I'll go back and I'll talk to that guy again. But he didn't want to do it for me. And he was like, fuck you. Look. Oh, I was like, wait. See? Doesn't work. The far one? I was at the far one. Wait, is this a... How many stations do we have to have in New England? Is it this one over here? Jesus criminy. Okay. Let me go to a 3rd fucking station. Because Nuela is just weird like that. Okay. Apparently, I don't know the ins and outs of the town. Okay. There has to be the 3rd one. All right. So we're going way the hell over here. And now, talk to the guy. Hallelujah. Jesus Christ. 476. Shit. All right. So now I can process the 4 braidwood. Gold. My God. Well, it is what it is. 2 hours. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right, so I got that cooking. And now I'm Poe. All right, so we got that. And now what we got to do is go out into the streets and sell our digital bodies to people. Or something, I don't know. We're just gonna have to find some sports fishing events. I mean, I hope I have money to buy the lures. That's for sure. So I have 3 right now, which is good. Let me see. Time to load Jova's Market with not oil for people who don't know, bro. Yeah, like if that would be a really good, like, because you could probably buy that knot oil and then just sell it in Jova for like a markup, and people will probably buy it like 100%. Like, actually, you put it in the marketplace in Uela, probably people will buy it because they didn't even know there's like a 3rd fucking journeyman station. You know what I mean? It's just, it's wild, dude. It's wild. All right, so we got all that. Oh no, I got to put this braidwood up. I am not gonna lose that shit. I am not gonna lose it. Here we go. So now, okay, we got to make the bags, but that's not going to be that. That'll probably be a project for tomorrow potentially, but we'll see. Come on, dude. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, man, this morning I did not want to wake up at all. I was like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. But my kid and everybody was like wanting to get up at like 7 o'clock on the freaking dot. And I was just not mentally prepared for it. All right, so let me see. Let me just check. I'm just curious to see Bluebell thread, like at uncommon, like how much would that go for? Curiously, so if I can make some uncommon bags, Bluebell thread, uncommon, 50 silver for 4, so basically 2 gold. 50 silver, 45 silver. 45 silver. Okay. I don't have it now, clearly, but okay. Just so I know in my head what the going rate price is. That's fine. Live stream now. Vladis becomes a professional sleep tuber. Oh my God, dude. Wouldn't that be the dream? It's just to go to sleep. And that's so weird how people like watch people on Twitch and all they do is like watch them sleep. Like, I feel like that's so creepy on so many levels. Like, I could not go to sleep like that. I don't know. I would have a very hard time going to sleep knowing there's probably people like, no, not knowing, like for sure knowing there's people watching me. Like, that's just not, yeah, this is weird as yeah, it is. Like dude, I can't go to sleep until all the doors are closed in my room. Like, I can't sleep. Like, if a door's open, I just can't sleep because I feel like there's just always like something like lurking in the door, like peeking in on me. So I have to have all the doors closed. That's been a thing for me since childhood. Like, I literally can't sleep until all the doors are closed. It has to be a kink or fetish, right? There's no way it's not. Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Like, I mean, it has to be. How do you uncitizen yourself? I feel like living in the tropics and staying there. Good question. I have not left like uncitizens. I think you probably have to go talk to the sheriff. So the main person like up in the mayoral house, you talk to the sheriff there, and I'm thinking there is probably a thing there to like not be good, like to leave your citizenship. I would check there first. Sheriff, yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, because I don't think you can just leave like on your own kind of thing. Kawaii, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh wait, that's an adolescent. People are out here chopping them trees. I don't want to waste my time chopping trees. If I start chopping trees, I'm not going to stop. So I got to find a sports fishing hole. If there's anybody on Shoal that knows of a sports fishing spot that is up, fresh water, please let me know. I love you forever. But I'm actually really happy with how things have been going so far. As far as like, you know, Brad, dude, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Was just like my checklist. I was telling my wife today, like, I'm just like, man, I got me a brand new mount. I got me the new journeyman mount. I was like, I feel like I've just been gaining like so much progress like recently. It's felt so good. Like, I've actually really enjoyed, like, I haven't enjoyed, like, you know, that feeling you like used to get probably in the early 2000s of like you were at school maybe or at college or, you know, at work, and you were just like, you could not fucking wait to like go home to play the game. I have not felt that in fucking years. Like, I get so impatient because it's like, you know, my wife works, so I'm in the living room taking care of the kids and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, I wish I was playing Ashes right now. Like, I wish I could be doing sports fishing or, you know, like checking more stuff off my list or whatever. Like, I think that's like one of the biggest things for me that I really appreciate about this testing experience is actually giving a piece of that back to me, because I honestly thought that that was something that could never be given back to me. Because I feel like there's just certain things maybe you've outgrown, right? And maybe I was like, oh, maybe I was still too much like a kid in my early 20s, and that won't happen to me in my 40s. Here we are. You know what I mean? And it's so good. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to feel like a kid, you know, again, like playing a game and being like mystified by it and being so like reluctant to like log in and play it. Like it's just such a good feeling. How much do you actually make sports fishing? So yesterday, like as a great fucking example, I went from 1.5 gold to 15 gold in about 3 hours. Like, and I got insanely lucky. Let's be fair. This particular fishing spot here spawned 3 times back to back to back. So each sports fishing thing is an hour long. And Quadjus, dude, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Hope you've been having a great rest of your day. And so yeah, I just got like insanely lucky here. Oh, is this that quest that I need to do for a giant threat? Maybe I should just do that real fast. Let me see. As a tank, I missed the feeling of not pulling more mobs because it might destroy the leveling. Why is that the storage clerk in Jova not working? Oh, dude, yeah, the storage clerk in Jova. It's not just Jova. It's like I was in Uela. Like it's literally one of those things that all right, so when the rock caller howls to shoal, your ascent shall begin. Okay. What do I do? Do I have to, is the thing up there? Like, do I have to like literally climb this rock? This quest can only be done at night. Look for stairs. Stairs? I didn't see any stairs. Oh, at night stairs spawn? Oh, okay. Well, I won't worry about it then. At night glowy stairs appear. Okay. So is this one? See, this is why I wish I had the shoal skipper. Because especially when it comes to freshwater fishing, like that's like the secret weapon right there. Is literally like the shoal skipper. Like that'll be really good. I mean, I'll be up the moment the stairs will glow. Yeah, like I said, I'll go back there. Like I was just curious because it's like I hadn't seen that pop up on my mini map or on my map. I have the thing for it, but 2 more slate things to get for that. I was just looking there to see if I see any braidwood. Man, I was so mad today because I logged in and I was like, I forgot where I was. I think it was like right here in Jova. And I was writing down and I saw a braidwood right here. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like mounting towards it and someone was already in mid chop by the time I fucking got there. I was like, oh, fucking course. I was like, and I was just telling myself it was just a common. It was just common. It wasn't anything other than common. Just to make myself feel better. But yeah, it's braidwood has been a fucking bitch to find on this server. Like even though we're probably not like on the super hardcore sweaty side server, like it's still very much like competitive. I'll put it that way. I hit journeyman lumber milling today. Awesome, brother. Yeah, I finally hit journeyman whatchamacallit. Why am I not? I hit journeyman metalworking and I have my journeyman lumber milling too. So yeah, I think if I just literally because I believe like if I just do anything in metalworking, it'll just give me to level 21. But man, I just can't wait till we get fucking talent trees, man. Like that to me is going to be such a fucking game changer. Like it's like if you think gathering and processing and all that shit's fun now, bro, like wait till we get those fucking talent trees, because that's going to be the real fucking game. I'll tell you that right now. or lumberjacking. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I hit journeyman lumber milling and metalworking. So congratulations, man. Yeah, it took me a while too to get to the lumberjacking part because I don't have the fucking time, man. Like it's hard. Like I usually try my best to do shit like off stream, but it's like I only have like a little bit of time to play afterwards, and sometimes I'm just fucking tired. Also, a little bit of advice too for sports fishing. When it comes to power gain, right? So whenever you see me doing damage in sports fishing, the only way you can end up doing more damage in sports fishing or even saltwater fishing is literally by increasing your fishing level. The only other thing that can give you a little bit more power there is the lures. Outside of those two things, the main thing, like if you're like, man, I wish I did more damage on my ups and my downs, level it. And so, but if you're not going to take, like for me, I can't take fishing past level 20 because I already have 4 journeyman certifications. So my fishing is going to stay at 20. But if you want to take your fishing to like journey or like grandmaster, a grandmaster, you can probably get like almost 13 to 1400 on your ups and like 500 to 600 on your downs. So you'll be doing a shit ton of damage and kill those fish way faster than someone who's like apprentice like me. So just, you know, a word of the wise. Hey, is this possible to see the debuffs bigger and maybe on the other place's screen? How does this work? So debuffs right now, you literally can't place them anywhere. Debuffs are pretty much hard coded to be on your thing as of now. That will change. The UI and the modifications to UI will end up getting better, and you'll be able to eventually, from what Steven has said, you'll be able to move anything and everything you want. So yeah. Wait, is there an event happening? Or is he just swimming out there? I always get so leery because it's like, I don't want to miss out on the fish. But the amount of times, man, that I literally pass by the coast and the thing does not pop, but I see people, I always go where the people are. And then all of a sudden I get close enough and boom, the thing pops. So it's so freaking annoying, man. Hold on. Do I even have shit in the auction house right now? I don't think I do. So I don't have to worry about that. A big help to support force fishing is always to hold, the up arrow between actions. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'll need to do that for myself. Thanks, Squatch. We need a real Shoal Alliance fish calling channel. There are people that are trying to create one, but I think they're trying to do it secretly, at least for now, because, you know, like again, with this game and reputation and, you know, trust and stuff like that, I think it's like by an invite only kind of thing. But yeah, there are people that are trying to set those kind of things up. And yes, I am talking about like guilds and different guilds and shit. But it's hard, you know what I mean? Like it's just hard because it's like, you don't want that to also get out. And then now you have a big old fishing alliance happening. And then, you know, a bad actor guild comes out and kills everybody. And then they're like, oh, well, who squealed, who talked or whatever. And then the trust breaks and then it becomes a whole fucking thing. And so, yeah, it becomes like it is what it is. I'm trying to remember how set. Okay. See. Oh, okay. I was squirreled for a fucking minute. I have to go to Halcyon and get my ash boards. That's what I got to do. I was like, I knew I was going to fucking do something. And I was fucking thinking of like sports fishing shit. I was thinking of all this other stuff. I got to go to Halcyon and I got to get my boards, get them, and then take them to New Ayla. Because I had everything I had in New Ayla was all going to be herbs. That was like initially, like when I first started playing on early access. But since I decided to ditch herbing in general to go into sports fishing and fishing, I was like, I wanted to get rid of all, which I did. I got rid of all my flowers, and I will make New Ayla the new base for my lumber milling and my storing my lumber in general. because that's where the shit is to do it. So just having it in Halcyon doesn't really make sense. Oh, he has a beetle. Nice, nice, nice. You can change the buffs. Go to settings, combat, uncheck, attach player effects. Oh, really? Player options. Go to settings. I'm guessing combat. And because, so when you uncheck it, does that mean now I can go and put them somewhere, or like I can put them in a different spot, or what? But yeah, if that's the case, like if you can go here and uncheck it and then the UI brings it up, yeah, probably behind the screen you have to open. Okay, so if I uncheck it and then, oh, then it's there. Interesting. I didn't know that. Buffs. Oh, well, damn. Where would I want this? Hmm. I'm just going to put it back where it was. I mean, I didn't care. I mean, I don't really care for it. But that's good. That's good to know. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, shit. Now this is... Now that's bugged. But yeah, eventually the whole UI is going to be able to be moved. I mean, for me, the only thing that I want to move is this. I'm not used to having, I guess I've gotten used to having the XP bar at the bottom, but in World of Warcraft, I always had my XP bar at the top. Like, I don't know why. It's just, I look for it at the top so many times. Like I look up and I was like, oh, it's at the bottom. Like it's the only thing I wish I can move. Let me see. I kept buffs in default location, but debuffs I put right below my character model. Oh, that's a good little strategy there. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I think honestly, because I haven't really been PvPing too much, like I just haven't really cared. But I'm pretty sure as soon as you're going into like hardcore PvP, like you want to know your ailments, right? You want to know like what status effects are on you and how to react to them and shit like that. Like I haven't even had my brain in that mode in so fucking long. So that's going to be a huge adjustment for sure. Mount and unmount to get rid of your sports trains. You're a gentleman and a scholar, Squatch, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Makes it way better. Way better. Man, my life for some braidwood, man. My life. Oh, dude. I wonder how is everyone doing as far as gear? Like, are y'all like getting really good radiant gear already? Did y'all like level to 25? Like, I'm just kind of curious, like, as your guys' progress. What class has the best DPS? In what? Like in PvE? In PvP? Like in what? PvE? I would say if you're talking like AoE, like who has like the best damage in PvE grind groups, I would say it's probably like close between like mage and ranger. But I could be wrong. I would say that there's a tier list I think that Roxas made. And I think he actually tiered everything. And I think Lloyd did one too, where they tiered every class into a PvP and PvE scenario and like listed like S class to like D class kind of thing. And so if you want to know like those breakdowns, like those are very sweaty players that did that. But in my opinion, I played fighter because fighter to me like is pretty damn amazing in PvE. It's a cleave machine. And you know, yes, I think the reason why like mages are often like, and rangers are often more needed is because, you know, their range, and if shit goes hairy, like they're not going to die. Like as a fighter, I am probably second to die if, you know, or even first to die if the tank doesn't die, because I'm just right there in the battle, you know? But yeah, like I love fighter though. Like fighter to me just feels good to play. It's not boring at all. To me, I think ranger is so fucking brain dead boring. I played it all of phase 2 and I didn't like it. I really hope they do some more changes, and you know, but there's a lot of people that really love ranger. And so I don't know if they even are going to go in a direction that would appease me, because if they appease me, then that means they're probably going to piss off a lot of the current ranger community. So I don't know, like and that's because the reason why I'm kind of disappointed by saying that is because I played Hunter and WoW for like 7-8 years. You know, I mained that class for such a long time. So I'm very partial to like Hunter type classes, but I didn't find Ranger to be really any kind of fun. It was just very boring. So, yeah, mage, for sure. Yeah, we dominate. Yeah. I mean, with their tri-beam, with their magma, with like, they have a lot of freaking tools, man. And, you know, they have their blink. I think mage is like a pretty fucking solid contender for PvE grind groups for sure. But I would say also don't sleep on fighter either. Like you get fighter in some really fucking good gear, whirlwind, your brutal cleave, like your bleeds, like you can do some serious fucking damage, man. Like, but I just feel like when it comes to mages, like I feel like mages are just inherently better. Like, and I don't mind saying that as a fighter, but I find it more fun to play mage, or to play fighter, sorry. Let me see. Go lumberjacking. I'm gonna have to move this stuff. So let's do that. That's probably okay. For now. USE, I've done mage and fighter. Fighter has my heart. It's so fun. Yeah, dude, it is. Me too. Like, and many people will tell you, oh, fighter's terrible. Like, fighter is this. And believe me, like, fighter does need work. Don't get me wrong. Like, but I would say the visceral nature of the abilities and the sounds and the button pushing alone, it's so satisfying. Like, I don't know. It's just a very satisfying thing to experience as a melee player. And I would say if you're playing ranger, there really isn't any kind of ability that's super satisfying. Like, in my opinion, all of the abilities they all sound very similar. The only one that I would say is a standout is like snipe, but they're all just super fast hits. You know, the sound effects are just like, it gets so monotonous after a while. It gets very boring. But I think that's where the game for me really shines in the melee aspect, because you just have more control. You have things that you can like dip and dodge with. And, you know, I think if you're a good melee, like I think you can be a really good contender in PvE content. I do. I think with enough gear, and I think right now, especially, like there's just a lot of really good physical gear comparatively to magical gear. So I think if I am in like all blues, radiant, and I find a mage, you know, that, you know, potentially is like in all greens or something like that, like I'm probably gonna do more damage for sure. Because they did a lot of nerfing to mages since phase 1. Like phase 1 mage, oh my god, that thing was unbeatable. Like it was a nuke basically, but we're not in phase 1 no more, that's for sure. Game looks fun. Wish there was more resources and guides on it. Yeah, I think right now, like the problem with Ashes of Creation right now is that shit is so much in flux, and certain systems and things can be outdated within a month or so. So are there guides? Yes, you can. I mean, depending on what you want to do, my buddy Roar has made some really excellent guides right now on sports fishing, on the crate system. There's content creators that have made guides on like classes. But you know, because this is an alpha, because it's all in open development and things are subject to change, you know, that would have to mean that those guides, you know, don't really hold too much of a time relevance. Some of them do, but some of them are probably going to be very much outdated and changed. So I think that, and again, that's why too, you don't have like a WoW head or an Icy Veins with Ashes yet, because it's also just not done. You know what I mean? Like we still have probably 2 more years of more iteration and more implementing of systems to go, really. But I can guarantee you, when Ashes releases, you're going to see a flood of fucking everybody like making guides, making this, making everything, like, you know, because for me, I feel like I'm still very much learning the game, and I don't like making something where I don't even know it myself too much, you know, and I don't like being inauthentic to my audience, you know, which is why like you'll never see me make a leveling guide, because why? Like I've never leveled from 1 to 25, you know what I mean? Like, and I can tell you all the things that I've done to level, right? But it's very much catered to me, and probably not a lot of people will like how I do it. But it's fine. You know what I mean? Like Ashes is meant to be an adventure. Now you can take it as another, I'm going to hit it hard MMO and grind, get to max level and then complain there's no content there. You can do that, but that's just not how I want to approach Ashes, you know? Porky, what's going on, brother? Pork the Pink, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Why did Flanker join Polar? I still remember when there was one big server and he was saying they wouldn't PvP his guild. Wait a minute. Flanker joined Polar? No way. Isn't he playing on EU? Like Polar's not even Polar's not even on the EU servers. Like hold on. You're gonna make me look. I don't see that he is, at least on Discord. New mayoral commission. Eastern Hemlock. Oh, that one's just been around. Interesting. Absolutely, he's in Polar on Resna. That's wild. I never would have thought that Flanker would have joined Polar. Did we enter in a whole new like timeline? Did like I wake up in 2026 in like some other like alternate dimension where Polar or Flanker is now joined Polar, and now that's the timeline I'm living in? Like, what's happening? Like, what is going on? You see, check out one of his recent videos and look at his guild tag. It has been a while since I watched a Flanker video. Dude, should I? Oh, I see Zybek's video. Oh, so I didn't want to go to YouTube because I didn't want to be enticed to watch shit. Flanker Ultimate Crate Guide. I did not watch that one.
Crates are one of the primary way players power level their animal husbandry.
He is in Polar. I wonder if anybody... No, it's like funny. No one even mentioned it in the comments. Oh, and now I saw one. Why Polar? There's a long list of reasons. I spoke about it on stream a couple of times. Interesting. That was the only comment so far. Why polar? And he says he talked about it on stream a couple of times. Wow. I told Flanker I cried when I heard. Oh, well. I mean, hey, to each their own, man. To each their own. I mean, Flanker is a sweat. I mean, he clearly plays the game. And, you know, like the people that are sweaty want to be around very much the same like-mindedness kind of people, you know, but I don't know, like every time I talk to Flanker, he never caught me as that kind of person to be, you know, in polar. But to be fair, you know, my boy Lloyd, you know, I never thought he would join polar either. You know what I mean? And he was in polar. I don't think he's in polar anymore. I think he joined another guild, but you know, like I get it. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't get it. I definitely do get it. It's just, to me, I would have no interest joining it. But I don't even think Polar would have an interest in wanting me in their guild either. I don't play the game like they play the game. And they seem very much like a kind of guild that wants people to sweat like they sweat, you know? So if you're not going to be in that level, then there's no reason for me to be there. I think he has informative, unbiased videos, but I was completely not expecting it. Yeah, me neither. I mean, honestly, I was like, nah, not Flanker. I was like, what? Lloyd joined Polar for the tournament. He liked shoutcasting. Yeah, I mean, he was good at it too. I mean, I shoutcasted the very first tourney and I was fucking horrible. I felt beyond embarrassed. And I apologized to Crix and to One, his name was One, who set it up. I felt so bad. I felt like I was not the right person to bring on, but you know, like I figured, you know, you're not going to know something until you do it, right? So, I appreciated the fact that they got me to let me know, like, yeah, you know, because again, like I've never done shoutcasting for PvP, and nor did I know all of their classes and their abilities and everything like that. And even the fighter, which I was playing in phase 1, like I didn't know fighter in that super sweaty kind of PvP kind of way. So it was just like, you know, super overwhelming for me. But yeah, they found a good person in Lloyd doing that for sure. Just want to see if there's any journeyman mines around me while I head back to New Ayla. God, it's so much better with the faster mount, man. Like, oh, such a huge difference. Like I was getting so used to the fucking speed of the Lion's Charger, and I didn't even really feel too much of a speed increase with the Palace Cat. Like I was like, man, it feels so similar to the Charger. But I feel the difference now. I definitely feel the difference now. That 10 gold definitely paid off. That's for sure. Well, I hope, you know, this is my hope, because I've had many like private conversations with Flanker, you know, I've talked to him. I think he's a really solid dude. Like I respect the shit out of him. I think he's always been a very amazing content creator. I've always supported him. Like I said, whenever he started making content, when he had like less than like a couple of hundred subscribers on his channel, like I brought him on my 1v1 and, you know, talked to him because, you know, I knew even then, I was like, this guy is going to fucking pop off like 100%. And he did. And he still is. I just really hope that doesn't ruin his image, right? Like his name being attached to Polar, because that would be just so unfortunate, you know. But if people just don't give a shit that he's in Polar and he remains the unbiased, you know, analytical, you know, YouTuber that he always is, maybe it won't be too much of a thing, but you know, we'll see. Flanker stream with Theory Forge with Diggs was hilarious. Oh, really? Dude, I didn't even know that they did one. I gotta watch that one then, because that probably would be hilarious. You see the cat jumps higher than the horse. That's the only thing I noticed, really. Oh, yeah, who cares about jumping? I care about going fast. I want to go fast. Vroom, vroom. I still have a wolf trying to get a terror bird on my server. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, I was saving up. I was like, I was saving up mostly to get a broodling because I was seeing broodlings being advertised for like 8 gold. But I went today and no one was selling them. Like, right now, someone's selling a terror bird for 11 gold. That's the guy I bought it from. The guy that's selling it right now is the guy I bought it from, but he's selling it for 11. I got it from him at 10. So that was nice of him to sell me at a discount for sure. Maybe it was because I'm a streamer or something. I don't know. Got the streamer privilege, you know? Got that streamer privilege going. I thought Theory Forge stopped playing for a while. No, man, dude. Phantom's been playing the shit out of Ashes, dude. Like he's been streaming every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 in the morning till 11 a.m. Like he's been playing a lot. I love watching Phantom, dude. Phantom's like, he's so chill, and his voice is so chill to listen to. But it's like when shenanigans happen or shit, like it always like makes me laugh when I hear him cuss, because it's like he has such like that soft spoken kind of voice. It's like when he starts cussing, it just sounds so weird to me. It's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't go with it, you know? Like he seems so professional all the time, you know what I mean? It's like weird to hear him cuss. It was a while ago, like 6 to 12 months. I mean, no, Phantom's been playing like even in phase 2. Like again, I think a lot of us took breaks and shit, that's for sure. But I feel like now he's been ramping up his content and stuff like that. I think a lot of us are really. I'm trying to be more consistent. He's being more consistent now, doing his Friday, Saturday, Sunday stream. He's been putting out YouTube shorts. He's been making consistent videos. Like I think Phantom's doing fantastic, dude. I think he's really, like really doing a great job, for sure. And then, you know, Flanker's been doing great. My buddy Royer has been popping the fuck off. Like he gained over like 1,100 or 1,200 subs in the month of December. Like he, you know, I think all of his videos that he did for December got over like 80 or 100,000 views. Cause like he had one video make 32,000. His other video, or I don't think it was probably like 100,000. It was probably like anywhere between 70 to 80,000 views, like combined. So yeah, there's a lot of people in the Ashes space, man, that have been doing fucking fantastic, man. It's so good to see it. 10. There's my buddy Roar. What up, dude? Theory Forge is Phantom X. I ran around him for a while and been in phase 2 here on me with some dungeons. Yes, Theory Forge is Phantom X. Like, well, technically, the Theory Forge podcast is like Phantom, Diggs, and Legendary Neurotoxin, but he Phantom in game goes by Phantom X. You know what I'm saying? And Roar, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you. Welcome, by the way. My buddy Roar didn't stream today because his throat is killing him, because he's starting to get used to streaming every day, and that takes a toll on the old voice, especially when you're talking for hours and hours and hours. And so, like me, I have to be drinking water constantly, otherwise my voice gets fucked. Don't tell them my weaknesses. Bro, you're human. You're just human like me, brother. It's all good. Yeah, Phantom has really good, unbiased, thoughtful videos as well. Yeah, he does. I love Phantom's videos. Like, I told him straight up, when he made his video on the second continent, that was like the first video that he started to do, like in this new format of like his talking head and then the B-roll and then his explanation on like his opinions and his theories on certain things. And I told him, I was like, bro, if you keep doing that, like you're going to pop off. Like you're doing really fucking well. Like your videos are really, really, really good. And he was just like, oh man, thank you. And I'm like, no problem, dude. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's like your videos are great, man. You just got to keep it up. Don't stop. Like, please don't stop. And I hope he doesn't, because like I said, he's really doing a fucking really great job. And we need more content creators, to be honest. We need more content creators in the space. And oh, these are all oak. Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is. Put this ash there. Roar, you have very good YouTube videos as well, bro. Yes, he does, man. Yes, he does. Roar soft confirmed. Oh man. Maybe I shouldn't have told him your weakness, bro. Ah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Oh man, I should actually probably buy. This is definitely one that I would have to buy the extra storage with, because I can have. Yeah, I probably need to buy one here before I think I buy my storage, my last storage in Jova. This would be a good one to buy here because wood is so long, like it takes up so much fucking space. Oh yeah, and I have these to put here too. So I got those. See, I would love to learn the ins and outs of streaming, but I just don't get time learning code and doing my own personal lore building. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, and so does streaming, dude. Like honestly, like if it wasn't for Roar, like I don't know how effective my streaming would be, to be honest. Like Roar has helped me out a lot. A lot. I'm really glad that he doesn't get sick and tired of me asking him questions, because I'm not really good on the whole technology of streaming, and you know, so I really appreciate, you know, yeah. I only have 350. I'm tree fitty. But yeah, it's a lot. Streaming is a lot. Like it definitely, you know, people. Oh, speaking of, this is the Protector's Pride mount right here. So this is the mount that's the fastest mount in the game. It's 175% speed, and there's 2 of them, like back to back. So like I said, that mount is, I've seen it like so much, and I'm thinking like that mount's supposed to be rare. Like why the fuck is that mount, like why is that mount everywhere? It makes no sense. We're gonna do some streamer tips and tricks video anytime soon. I don't know if Roar would do that. I think the majority of his channel isn't really based on that. Like what Roar did show me was a YouTuber by the name of Nutty. And if you haven't seen Nutty on YouTube, like he makes really good videos explaining streaming, how to get into streaming and everything like that. I was actually following one of his videos and it didn't work. That's why I asked Roar, like, how what am I doing wrong? Like what, because I did everything the video told me to do and it's not working. And again, now that I want to do the YouTube short stream, so I want to, because again, like Roar's doing it, Phantom's doing it, Nice is doing it, to where they're streaming both on YouTube and YouTube Shorts simultaneously, while also going to Twitch. Like I use Restream to go and do both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But for Restream, I would need to purchase Restream to do another source, basically. And I don't want to do that. And there's other ways to actually multi-stream for free. I just got to figure out how to do all that. And it's just, that is also a lot to set up as well. So it just is what it is. Okay, so what am I doing? Let's sell this. Sell that. And I'll keep these. I'll keep that when I go back to Jova. All right, so now that I got all my ash boards here, so I got my ash board, I got my thread. What am I lacking? I feel like there was something else I was lacking for the bags. Ash board, blue ball thread, and the timber. Okay, so I have everything. So I got my uncommon. So I need to buy uncommon bluebell thread, but I have my uncommon ash board. I have uncommon timber, and then once I get the bluebell thread in uncommon, I'll be golden. I'll be good. All right, so I did all that. And I am good to go. Oh man, that's another thing I need to get too, is the freaking journeyman mining tools. So I got to get I want to get a journeyman miner shirt, a journeyman pants, and journeyman belt. Ugh, and that's all going to be more steps that I got to take, which is fine. That's why I'm doing all this shit. Let me see, the mob spawns, I guess, every 15 to 20 minutes, but it's constantly camped. But when you cook it, it's still 50-50 chance to get them out. Yeah. Oh, look, my dude, Gondolin. Oh my god. What level is he? Ooh, he's 18 too. I thought we can we duel in town without getting killed by the whatchamacallit? By the person? Like, do you end up dying? I haven't even dueled. I don't even know. Dude, Gondo's awesome. He helped me out so much when I was in Axiom. He's a good dude. Fuck it. I don't even have my stun or anything. My knockout. Damn, he has some gear on him. Ah. That's one thing I gotta... Oh no, I'm in infinite spin mode. No. Yeah, I need a freaking keybind, my freaking berserk and my blood infusion. That's the one thing I don't feel bad. Heat sheets. Yeah, I didn't even have I'm so used to having I should have switched to my short bow. There was so much like now that I'm like thinking back, I should have had it on Form of Celerity. You know, just all fucked up over here. All fucked up. I guess my point stands again. He was using range for most of that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's this, you know, it is what it is, but it was fun. I mean, honestly, like I really do want to start doing some more scrims for my guild and do like more PvP, because I need to get my brain in, like when especially for fighter, like you have to be like in that mindset of knowing like what to push, how to push it and everything like that. So yeah, I feel like too, like there's just so many abilities that I have to have macroed, and I got to figure out like what other buttons I can actually keybind these to. That's actually easy for me to like push, you know? But I'd love to see a full achievement system like WoW. I think the Destiny system is kind of the start of it. I think so too. I think this could literally transform like into a legit like achievement system for Ashes that actually has like a dual purpose to it. So it's not just an achievement system, it's also like an advancement system and a reward system. So it's not just a plain, oh, here's some points that literally do nothing for you, and you got this achievement, right? Like I think like World of Warcraft, right? Like, oh, I have like 36,000 achievement points. It's like, oh, okay, like woo. But it's like in Ashes, it could actually be more to it than that, right? It could actually have like different stuff that could be better and, you know, more fulfilling. That's a badass mount cosmetic. When was that in the shop? That was available to purchase in October of 2021. So I've been in this community since 2020. So yeah, this the Graveyard Golem. It's the best mount in Ashes of Creation. At least I like to think so, because I fucking love this mount. This is like my favorite mount. Oh damn, I just started like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I've been here for a long time. I have a lot of cosmetic skins. Some that I don't even have yet because the game hasn't, you know, they haven't put them in the game yet. But this, honestly, like, even when I do get all my other cosmetic mounts, this will still be the one I'll be riding. Like, this literally is like my favorite fucking mount. Like, this is my, like, in WoW terms, this is my invincible. I fucking love this mount. The only way I'll ever have a different graveyard golem is if I find a different color that looks better than this one. So I don't know. Well, we shall see. But guys, I'm gonna probably go ahead and take off. I've been streaming already for over 2 hours. That's kind of my mark. I'm gonna go hang out with my wife for a little bit. We've been watching To Be Hero X. If you're an anime fan, oh my god, highly fucking recommend. So good. We're like 2 episodes away from the season 1 like final episode. So we're gonna go and watch that, and then I'll probably come back on Ashes and play for a little bit for tonight and then go to sleep. But guys, thank you all so much for coming in, hanging out. It's been a lot of fucking fun. I always really appreciate everybody coming on, hanging out, subbing to the YouTubes, hitting the follow button. Thank you, Celestine 101. Thank you for the follow. Hope you love the stream. Like I said, I stream every day here at Vladis Gaming. I just don't have a particular time slot. That's like my only kryptonite right now, is that I don't have a time slot. But if you know, like I said, hit the follow button or hit the subscribe button on YouTube, I go live, you know, every single day for a couple of hours, and you can come and join me. We can hang out. You can ask questions about Ashes of Creation. That's basically what I do. So let's see who is streaming. Since I know Aurora's not streaming, let's see who is streaming in the Ashes category. This Cage God, dude, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you. God, there's like so many people now in the freaking Ashes category. It's just wild. I don't know. I'm just trying to find like a small, like, streamer. There we go. This guy just started like 4 minutes ago. Tyranatu? Maybe he's a good dude. Hopefully I put you somewhere where there's good peoples. We shall see. All right, guys. Y'all have